Okay, brothers and sisters, we're back in that field that we found that was earliest. It couldn't get Randy and Joe back in here, but we're back in that field, and I want you to see the condition of this barley overall. There's a lot of golden heads. We're still checking. I'm going to do some hand harvesting and check the number of grains, number of heads that are absolutely ready to go, as opposed to those that are not ready to go. Look at that. There's just no water left in this. It's nice soft dough. And we're measuring the field because I know that to have a qualified gallon, more or less, which is an omer, well, we'll talk about that when I make the video, that you need 80 square feet. Okay, and here we have another 25 feet. Wendy's come to where I was standing, and my goodness, we'll mark off another 20 for you, but we have got more than a legitimate omer of barley that is brown, not shattering, a golden color. There's no, some of them are, just a little few of them are shattering. There is very, very, very little moisture in anything. Okay, Wendy, so I've asked Wendy just to reach in and grab just whatever she can break off, just handfuls, just randomly from this area. And we're going to evaluate. I told her to take about 10 handfuls. We're going to evaluate those 10 handfuls. Since we have a greater surface area than we need, we needed about 40 by 20 feet to be 80 square feet. And we have 50 by 25. So we have more than we need here. Okay, so if you can help me, you push, it's on pause, you push OK to unpause it or OK to pause it. I've already done 4 of these. All of these heads are shattering. All of them are shattering, except for one. So if you'll remember the number that doesn't shatter, okay, I'm going to count as we go.
Okay, so I'll just remember what you're saying.
Yeah. So we already have,
Tell me when to go first.
Go ahead.
And unfortunately, we had a technical difficulty. Nobody's fault. It was just, we were in a learning curve. Wendy had never been in the field with me, had never used the camera. I had it running for her, and she actually accidentally pushed the off button, and it was not recorded. But what we did to that barley, you're going to see in the next clip. We laid this barley up on the hood of the car, and we just began to sort it by the barley. We tested a few for the meat. We quickly understood that the barley with enough meat would shatter very easily if you just flicked it. And we began just to flick it with our thumbs simply because we thought we were recording, and I did not want to waste a lot of your time watching us just sort barley. But the end of that story of the sorting was we came out with about 90% of Aviv of all of that we had gathered from the field in random locations. What I'm showing you in these pictures that are scrolling across your screen is the color of the earth and the condition of the grains in that general area. There, as I have previously stated, I do believe, is that the earth had drastically changed, and there were several areas that were either Aviv or approaching that state of Aviv, though we did not check those other areas because we did find what we needed in the very first location that I gave to you in the video. But we're just showing that no longer is the earth that vibrant color that we have in the growing season, and that this area of Israel had reached the maturing season in its life cycle and was very quickly putting on meat or starch within the grains themselves.
shattered. It's shattering. Not shattering. Not shattering. Not shattering. Not shattering. Not shattering. Not shattering. Oats. Don't care about oats. Not shattering. That was shattered. That was shattered several tries. So even this one, you would think, wow, that's brown, that's ready to go. Let's look. The grain is still dough. You just don't even know unless you go out and examine anything. You just don't even know. That was that one. So I would say we're approaching 50% on shattering here. No, that's not shattering. Not shattering. Oh, I'm surprised that was not shattering. No, not shattering. That was shattered. That one shattered. That one will shatter because it's already shattered. That one shattered. That one didn't shatter. That one didn't shatter. That one didn't shatter. What'd you say, Wendy? We're about 50% not shattering by now?
No more than.
No more than. Okay, guys. So this is the field that Sighted Moon proclaimed to be wheat, and that there were plenty of grains in the wheat.
Okay, so that includes the look at the barley for 2024 in my sphere anyway. I'm satisfied for my purposes. I have a qualified omer of barley, and I will at the next new moon start the 1 count for the biblical calendar. We did have a couple of little hiccups this year as Wendy was learning to use the camera. Not sure what happened, but we did not get the footage that I wanted to get for you. We lost quite a bit of it, but you have that information there at your fingertips that you can make a decision. What is left next? What is left next as we wait for the black emmer to ripen? The legitimate wheat of the first temple that can be traced all the way back to the tombs of the pharaohs. Deuteronomy tells us that our Father in heaven is the one who cares for this land, that his eyes are on it from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And he promised the Israelites they would not have to water their crops, but he would send the rain from heaven. So that's what I depend on, is the wild grains that he has been causing to reseed themselves and that he himself has been watering from heaven. However you commemorate it, have a wonderful first month of Passover and unleavened bread.